Good evening, guys. Google Developer Students Club welcomes you to the hacking workshop, a practical experience in the field of cybersecurity. Now, cybersecurity is a diverse field, and you must have heard all of these keywords: web servers, accesses, malwares, viruses, but you must not have a lot of clarity about that. So, in this workshop, we're planning to decode that and even try to get some practical experience to hack some of the most common machines that you might encounter on the internet. So let's move forward. But before we dive into the world of hacking, we'll obviously need to start from the beginning. So we begin from choosing an operating system. So almost all the hackers in the world choose Linux-based operating systems. Now, the two most used Linux-based operating systems are the Kali Linux and the Parrot OS. Kali Linux is the classic and the favorite operating system by all pen testers, and it has been developed by the Offensive Security, which is an official cybersecurity firm. Parrot OS, on the other hand, is an upcoming open source operating system that is specifically made for PCs with low hardware specifications. So, if your PC can't handle Kali Linux, please install Parrot OS and have a good journey. Now, when you start up with Linux, you'll notice a big change from Windows. That is, you'll be using the terminal more often. So, one of the major things that you'll be learning in Linux is the commands to use the terminal. Now, these are some of the basic commands that you might use while using Linux computers. And this is the cat command that can basically print out any file, ls command that lists out all the files in a particular directory, the cd command that allows you to change your directory, and netcat command that allows you to connect to other devices on the internet. There's a YouTube playlist link at the bottom of the page, and you can just go ahead, and that would be a good tutorial for the beginning in your Linux terminal journey. Moving forward, let's move to the big guns now. So the internet. Now, all of you know, you type in your google.com, you search on your favorite search engine, and you get whatever you want, right? But have you ever wondered what happens behind the scenes? Well, let's take a look into that. Now, when you type in google.com, it automatically redirects you to https.google.com. Now, HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and this is basically a protocol is basically a set of rules that allows the browser and the server to connect from each other. So, a protocol is basically a set of rules that define how the browser communicates with the server. Now, HTTP is a specifically designed protocol that allows the browsers to communicate with the servers to render web pages. Now, HTTP and HTTPS are two sides of the same coin. HTTPS is simply more secure than HTTP and uses advanced encryption to protect your data and privacy. An HTTP request primarily has 4 types of methods, and I'm sure the meaning of these methods will be pretty evident from the names itself. Nevertheless, let's look into them one by one. The GET request is basically allows you to get any resource from the server. That's kind of like a read-only access. Moving on to the POST request. A POST request, as you can see at the bottom, allows you to post new data to the database of the server, and it's a write-type access. The put data is similar to post access, only in the sense that you can only update an existing data with put request, whereas a post request allows you to post new data. Delete request, as obvious as it may sound, allows you to delete any resource on the database. Now, we talked about hypertext transfer protocol in the 2 previous slides, but obviously that's not the only protocol that we use to communicate on the internet. There are lots of protocols, but here I've only taken the most common ones that are used over the internet. So first one you can see is the HTTP, then is the secure version of HTTP, which is the HTTPS. Then there is one that you might not have seen, which is the FTP, that stands for File Transfer Protocol. And the last one is the SSH, which is the Secure Shell Protocol, that is mainly used to communicate between cloud computers and other resources that are over the internet. So all of these protocols have a specific port that is assigned to them. Let's say you open a browser, you're opening youtube.com, that will be over on HTTPS, which uses port number 443 of your laptop. But let's say I'm in a side window, I also try to open SSH to log into a cloud computer that's on another servers. Now, that will be using port number 22 so that it does not interfere with the port number 443, which I'm already using to access YouTube. Now, you might wonder how many such ports can I open? Well, to your surprise, you can open actually 65,535 ports on your laptop. So if you guys want to try it, you can try opening this large number of new tabs on your web browser, and once you reach this number, you will find out you won't be able to open another tab. It will show you an error. You're free to try that. Okay, so those were some of the basics to get you started into cybersecurity. Now we'll be moving into the practical part where we'll be hacking some of the common machines using some of the common tactics and learning along the way. See you there.